there are many misconceptions on censorship and how it's really done. I mean, for the first initial steps of censorship, you go after people talking about something, right? So you demand social media shut it down, you know, ban discussion about it. But sometimes that just doesn't work, like in the case of like Bud Light. That just simply did not happen because normal fucking people, and they tried, like Facebook tried censoring the idea. But there's also the corporate way of censorship where, you know, publishers, say publishers of games, will demand you censor, otherwise they'll pull out. Certain payments processors demand you censor, otherwise they pull out, or you're not allowed to pay through them. And in the case of DL site, they're definitely facing that level of corporate censorship, you know, the business to business censorship where they demand, oh, you censor or we pull out or we don't allow you our services. Because and the thing about DL site is if you're it's kind of like the Twitter for like Japanese artists or animators or 3D designers, right? I mean, if you want to look for these types of people, or if you are in that configuration, you'll want to, you know, use DL site to, you know, for your publicity and for all that. But apparently, you know, Visa and MasterCards are suspending and kind of pulling out of DL site. And it's because, well, it might be in the wake of that one article that won a Pulitzer Prize for saying, oh, well, anime is pedo bullshit. And then they immediately put the kibosh on that article because they knew that people would like. The article was one banned in Japan, you know, the one country that you would think would benefit from that article, but no, they knew Japanese people would put the kibosh on their bullshit, so they banned it in Japan. They won a Pulitzer nomination, and then they kiboshed the article literally a day after. You know, because there is this push against anime, against, you know, Eastern entertainment, you know, getting its hands into Western entertainment because Western entertainment's needing to take a back seat because it is unable to create. So instead of, you know, actually being like, you know, maybe we should put out a product the market wants, they demand other entertainment companies from other nations conform to the standard of America, which is ridiculous because again, people's ability to choose their type of entertainment, as long as it's not illegal, right? As long as it's not, I guess, for a lack of a better term, hurting people or people getting hurt from it, right? I don't see the issue, but again, this is one of many crusades that are going to be done against Japanese entertainment, against South Korean entertainment, against entertainment from other countries that actually know what the market wants because they speak with the market, they speak with the people they're selling the product to. And again, at the wake of this, now Visa and MasterCard services has been pulled out from DL site. So Dojin and FanWorks seller DL Sites announced that it is suspending the use of Visa and MasterCards on its service. While described as a temporary suspension, no dates was given when it might be lifted. Yeah, I don't think it's going. I think they're pretty much holding the site hostage for now, being like, oh hey, if you don't censor your stuff due to like for American, sensibility, which is very nebulous nowadays, in the Western entertainment sector, right? Like they don't actually give you like the rules aren't entirely clear on what they mean by this. They just see a thing they don't like and be like, yeah, change this, change that, remove all of this, remove anime. You know, that's just very odd standards that are being held to Japan that's not being held to other Western companies. Parent company EISYS announced the suspension via its website, but did not go into detail on why those particular cars were suspended or when it would be lifted. The company apologized to its customers for the inconvenience and suggested using alternative cars like JBC and American Express in the meantime. DL site, originally called Soft Island, was founded back in 1996. Oh, hey, it was the day I was born, or year I was born, as a shop focusing on selling Dojin and other fan works. The site has since expanded and now offers games, ASMR, and other software in addition to just doujinshi and manga. Yeah, I mean, again, it's a site that started off as one thing, but has expanded to meet the market that it was going towards. Thank you so much for your patience about services. We regret to inform you that as of 1800 JST, April 3rd, 2024, use of Visa and MasterCard will temporarily be suspended. While this suspension is in place, please use any alternative transaction method or a different support credit card brand such as JCB or American Express. We asked for your understanding of the circumstances and apologize for any inconveniences this may be. And you also gotta understand, right? Like companies like MasterCard and Visa are also being pressured here, right? Because, to my knowledge, their services are pretty much widely accepted on most sites on the internet. So, I mean, the pressure is coming from multiple places to multiple companies, but we gotta understand why this is. Again, this is a manga and anime site that people go to, for games and for other stuff. ASMR. I don't know what the fuck people selling ASMR videos, but whatever. Back in May 2023, DLSI also announced it would stop selling works made with AI in some genres. Well, I mean, again, this is them pretty much bracing themselves for the ruling on AI, because most say like AI generated images are made from the same 2 or 3 generation methods. And say like even Steam's doing this. And again, Steam withholds the right to yank any product straight from your library for any reason. Like especially if it's litigation, they'll just pull it straight out your library and you'll be left holding the bag. So again, companies are bracing themselves for the ruling. Again, the ruling is forever in in this gray area, and maybe a ruling might be made in the next couple years, rather AI is free use or falls under copyright or not. Though the site now appears to list such works under their own category. Then in October of this year, the site also announced it would begin supporting several new languages, including Thai, Bahasa Indonesia, for which it was looking to hire translators. Again, these are also places that are, putting entertainment on this site. Site until further notice. Comments. These garbage ass car companies got too much power going after the hub, and such wasn't enough for them. Yeah, I mean, again, the pressure's on both sides of the island. The pressure's on DL Site to censor, the pressure's on MasterCard and Visa to watch where they put their services. I mean, this is how censorship is done at a corporate level. It's not just banning people, because if it gets too much, you know, it's impossible. Now it's on companies to self censor. And again, they probably do this for legislative reasons, for regulatory reasons. Because again, like, surprisingly enough, entertainment is probably one of the most censored things on the planet. Like, whole world governments banned certain types of entertainment. And again, we're not talking like CP, because obviously most first world nations will ban that, but definitions are expanded, brought upon, and this is where we're at. Why do they do this? Buying from Japan is already hard enough. Exactly. I mean, there's already legislation on the buying of products from other companies, and above that, now I guess there's legislation being slapped upon artistic styles. It is not that hard. DL site using a point system 1-to-1 yen. It can be topped up with. Again, this isn't really the reason or why. This is just, semantics. Going after sites that sell. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly something that's happening. They are going after sites that sell adult content. And again, certain sites are allowed to have this, but it's just when it comes to Japanese sites or sites from other companies, like, American companies absolutely are trying to have their hold on these types of sites. But why? I work very hard every day. They can't they can't said me what I can or not. I can buy or not. This is very absurd, but I can confirm that the points can be purchased by PayPal. I mean, why? Again, it's just censors. It's, pressure being put on companies to censor the type of entertainment that they have. I miss the evangelical Christian mindset of, I don't care, not in my backyard. Like, I don't care about it. I don't care about this, that, and I don't care about entertainment because it's just not in my house, right? But unfortunately, companies don't have this mindset anymore. Like, America is going through these moral panics, and it affects companies, it affects businesses, it affects the social aspect of things. And I believe this is just one of those ripples being felt throughout, sites, throughout companies. What the fuck is this? Anyway, I mean, again, it's a shame because it's not like they're coming between you and what you want to buy. They're just saying, oh, you're not using some of our processes, our payment processors that are some of the most accessible. And again, if you're selling a manga, if you're selling an anime, you want to sell to the West because surprisingly, anime isn't really that much of a cultural icon in Japan compared to in America, right? And again, the culture came from America. The culture of, you can identify with what your interests, and, the entertainment you produce. But again, Japan has absolutely, refined this to a science. Like, there are specific animes that are for young adults, for adults, or for, young men, or young women, or older men, or older women, and then there's adult content. And again, they know these markets, and they sell to these markets, but I guess the West has this idea of no, the product needs to be for everyone, which is idiotic. And now they're trying to impose this on everybody else. But anyway, that's all I gotta say about this. Shame, but how things are going. Peace.